Hey there everybody, Stevie J from AngryMarks.com with your UFC 152 pay-per-view recap. It's the night we've all been waiting for. After nearly a month with no UFC pay-per-views, we're back for UFC 152, Jon Jones versus Vitor Belfort for the UFC light heavyweight title. We've got some preliminary fights and some undercard fights, so let's kick it off with the fights airing on FX, starting with Marcus Brimage versus Jimmy Hedges. In the first round, Brimage knocked Hedges down several times and seemed to be the stronger of the two fighters. In the second round, Hedges got a couple of takedowns and went for several submissions and controlled the position in the octagon for much of the round, so it was one round apiece going into the third. And in the third, Brimage simply outstruck him. He used leg kicks, body shots, and really cracking left hooks that would have dropped most normal men, but Hedges managed to walk through them, but he wasn't outscoring Brimage, and the judges rendered the decision 29-28 times 3, all in favor of Marcus the Bama Beast Brimage. In our second fight of the night, Sean Pearson outpointed his opponent Lance Benoist for most of the 3 rounds, but got caught late and nearly finished. He managed to pull the body in and hang on, then get back to his feet with about 20 seconds left in the third. He was on rubber legs, but he didn't manage to get caught enough to get knocked out. He got one left to the face and survived that, and it went to the judges. He got a 29-28 unanimous decision, so the hometown kid from Toronto makes good. In one of the bloodier fights you'll see on FX in a while, TJ Grant beats Evan Dunham 29-28, 30-27, 29-28, and basically destroyed his face with knees. There was a huge gash over his forehead, blood everywhere, so much so that when they Vaselined him up for the third round, it came flying off in the first 20 seconds and a big gob of it landed on Joe Rogan and Mike Goldberg's desk. Our fourth fight of FX is the first one that actually goes to a finish, and it's because Igor Prochazka tried to go for a takedown in round 2, but that was exactly what Vinny Magalhaes wanted. He managed to get an armbar on, flip his opponent over, and straighten it out at the same time, and there was a lightning quick tap out. It was all over. The official time of the victory was 1:14 of round 2 for Vinny Magalhaes. Well, that didn't take long. Cub Swanson finished his opponent Charles Oliveira with a liver punch, the Bas Rutten special. 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the first round, he is the winner by knockout. Matt the Hammer Hamill cruises to a unanimous decision by taking Hollett down at least 6 times in the fight and doing some very effective ground and pound in the first, but it was a slow, methodical fight, basically just Hamill doing what he wanted and Hollett not being able to do anything about it. Michael Bisping takes a unanimous decision 29-28 across the board thanks to his takedowns, particularly in the second round. The only round that was really close was when Stan clipped him in the first, but in my eyes that actually was a 10-9 round for Bisping because he landed more strikes throughout and Stan only managed to land one power punch that wobbled Bisping. He was a little woozy when he went to the stool, but he recovered quickly, had lots of takedowns throughout round 2, and dominated the striking in round 3, so Bisping takes the decision and cuts a post-fight promo making the case why he should get a title shot. The Demetrius Johnson and Joseph Benavidez fight was, as you would expect, fast-paced and full of action. Johnson was able to avoid most of Benavidez' strikes, got 5 takedowns, Benavidez got none, but it was actually a really close fight. Even though Johnson was ahead in most of the statistical categories, Benavidez did knock him down at least once in the 4th round, probably won that round. Round 2 was close enough, it could have gone either way. The judges rendered the scores, and it was as follows. 48-47 Johnson, 48-47 Benavidez, and 49-46 for the winner and inaugural flyweight champion of UFC, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. Jon Jones was in trouble at one point in the first round when Vitor Belfort managed to lock on an armbar and pull it really tight. He may have even hyperextended his arm in the process, but Jones fought his way out of it, managed to blast him in the face with elbows, and then the rest of the fight, Belfort kept trying to pull guard and hoping he could find another submission, but Jones wasn't going to fall victim to the same thing twice, and every time he did a little more damage to Belfort, and finally, in the 4th round, when Belfort tried it one more time, Jones went for the Americana and got the submission 54 seconds into round 4, remaining the UFC's light heavyweight champion. Thanks for checking out our recap. I'm Stevie J from AngryMarks.com.